What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're gonna go over my hair looking crazy. No, we're gonna go over a trade that we took, a trade recap, guys. We've been so hot, we've been doing so well. We're trading amazingly since the new year, since last year, since everything's been going like our way. Feels like, again, I don't want to get overly confident when I'm trading, but everything seems to be going our way. That's as simple as that. Sometimes, you take the win streaks, sometimes losing streaks. In this case, we're in a fucking win streak. So this was essentially the trade. Took it long here, exited around the TR pocket for about 80 points. Took some TPs like along the way, of course, on this big green candle. But why did I take that trade? First of all, let's zoom out. We'll remove everything. We'll start from scratch. As you can see we had CPI, I believe it was. So this huge green candle here was CPI, so bullish day. So I jump to the 5-minute. Going into the market, I'm looking at this low. So usually I'm looking for first low, and when price steps back into the CPI candle, how does it react? In this case, as you guys can see, price dipped down. A lot of people were trying to short into this, but they got completely trapped. And as you can see, this is a manipulation move. Again, it happened right off the open too, so you have to be extremely careful, right? The way I like to look at the CPI, it's like if you're above the 0.5 is to stay, so you can draw on the 0.5 of it. So right here, 21,000. If you're above that, you have to stay bullish on that. Do not go into a short until you cross below it. So then price gets bought up, and I'm looking for longs once price got bought up on NQ. And yeah, so I'm looking really for longs. Like I made a slight, not really mistake, but I just didn't pull the trigger. I was looking for this area right here. As you guys can see, this is the opening range, just up, down, up, down, up, down. When this candle closed, I really should just long off of that. Like I don't know. I should just long either right here or right here and then look for the same trade. But whatever, it just like during that moment, I think I was like talking into the Discord or something. Like I missed the trade. Then boom. So I'm looking for like next setup. I'm looking for the next idea, whatever the case might be. It was a nice 5-minute IVFGs on both setups after we manipulated, so it felt like really a high potential setup, a high potential setup. So then, boom, price goes and takes out the high of the pre-market, which is 845 high on both in Q and ES. And then I'm looking, if I get a rejection here, this could be my chance to get potential in a trade. Now, why did I decide to take a trade here? I decided to enter in this candle. Can you guys find out? Look at the chart just real quick. It's a really small detail. Now, I'm really curious if you guys do see it. That happens. I'll give you a second. Why have you not commented? Like, why have you not? Don't cheat. Don't look at the comments. Comment first and see. We did not tap back into this fair value gap here, right? I moved. If you were in my Discord, somebody moved this fair value gaps here, and Q did not tap back, but yes did. So what do we have? We don't have just only a tap into a bullish fair value gap, but we also have a bullish SMT of this really small low right there. Bullish SMT, which means one took out the low, the other one did not, confirming to me that that is bullish. So as soon as that happens on this candle, I decided to take it long right here with a stop under that low, which is about like a 28-point stop. Look for a first PT maybe at the high day, something like that, depending. We kind of got into this huge candle, and I zoomed out to the 5 minutes. And then I even said, once we took out the high day, there's no way in hell this should come back into it. So then I moved up quickly once we took out this high again. Quickly our stop loss to break even. And price kind of kept going and gave that decent move until it was roughly like right there. But that was like the big clue, guys. And whenever like I noticed that a lot of you guys missed the really small details, and those small details, like just paying attention to just really small SMT, because a lot of guys were so eager to short. In the Discord, I was the only one that went long right there. Everybody else I was ready to chat. Of course, I'm the professional trader there. You guys are there to learn, and this is why I'm so much better than you guys. Because I'm paying attention to small things like that. Everybody was just like, oh, we took out the high and we closed back below it. Let's ready to short this. Like, we had CPI 300 points up. There's no way this stays bullish. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were like, no, like, don't think like that. That's very basic level. Like, you have like a beginner level of knowledge, and then you have a little bit of knowledge because you learn fair value gaps and a couple concepts. Then you have some more advanced knowledge because you know how to put them together, and you get a couple payouts. And you have an expert level of knowledge like myself. And that's how you want to think. You want to think at the expert level, really, really deeply on all the concepts, on all the ideas, all the reasons you're taking a trade, and be very selective with your trades. Like you guys see me, I don't take a lot of trades. The reason I don't take a lot of trades is because I'm waiting for these small things to show me the right trade, to have a high probability trade that also has a high win rate. One of the biggest myths in trading is that you need to either have a high win probability or a high risk reward. But if you're very, very anal at picking your trades, you can have both. You can have both like this. We risked roughly 20-25 points. We got about 80 points, right? That's a 2 hour, 3 hour, 1.5 hour, whatever the fuck you want to call it. We're not 10 points win, 10 point losses type of deals, right? So that was essentially the main bulk of the trade, why I took it, why it was. Another important topic is why I had it to P where I had it. The main thing I was looking for when I drew this, right? I drew this for potential retracements, but I also drew it for potential profit target. I chose pretty much the low that we had made to manipulate the manipulation low to the high that took out the high of the market. So again, 2 key areas that I'm looking at. This could be one when we come back into GP, a potential area to take a trade off of. But also it gives me a potential take profit area. So you can see where the price rejected was the TR pocket. Now, doesn't mean that it has to do that, but I can use it for an area like, hey, I don't know where to take profits. We're already up a ton, or that's a big issue people have. Is like, I don't know where to take profits. You can use the TR pocket for that. You can use the golden pocket for that. So it's a multi tool, like I think it was called like a Swiss knives, like those multi tools or whatever. So that's what you can use it for. Now, I did not update my Twitter, but if you go follow the Twitter guys, you can see here guys posting like, hey, 100 points following the go. Go follow me on Twitter. Follow the YouTube here that you're watching. Leave a comment, subscribe, all that shit. And per usual, guys, peace out.